started a little bit earlier than the past couple days, which was nice. We started with headlights and everything because it was still dark, so it was cool. And I remember very vividly seeing like the sunrise starting to appear. And I remember thinking like, man, this is beautiful and I want to stop and take a picture. And as soon as that sun came out, man, it was, draining heat, just exhausting physically.
And begin.
Ready for the heat, prepared mentally, got some water. It's me a good day.
Every time we get to the shade, it's like, woo!
Hydrate early, hydrate often. How are your feet holding up?
They're great. Never been better. That's a lie. They've been better.
I'm in heaven right now.
Heaven is hot.
So with the heat index being in the low 90s, that gets into the extreme caution zone. Those conditions tend to be ones that will overcome the body's capacity to regulate its own temperature.
I'm in a place I've never been before. I don't know how. Left foot, right foot. Repeat a whole bunch of times. Man, I feel like shit.
So yesterday being one of the biggest days that we've done so far, 57 kilometers in length, we as a medical team really had to hammer certain points home, one of which was foot care to make sure people's feet were top notch before getting into the race itself. Frank's injury was a big issue as well. It started yesterday. The biggest issue with him is actually he can't stop moving once he starts going, so we're filling everything on the fly, feeding him on the fly, and he was hobbling and almost to the point of stopping the race, but he's unbelievably determined.
It was great. But to finish with my future sister-in-law, which is pretty rad. She stuck with me the whole way. Head right in the home stretch.
Anywhere from the waist down is in pain. This is really grueling.
Is it in there?
Lower?
Yeah, it's almost like just right here.
Zach, who had the Achilles that flared up at about 10, 15 kilometers and was ready to tap out. We told him to sit it out for a little bit and wait until it kicked in before he made his decision. And lo and behold, we followed him the entire way.
Hot, relieved. I just can't believe the support team. I quit twice today. Once at 10K, I actually got in the truck and drove 3K. And they called ahead and said, you gotta turn around and take him back to 10K and drop him off. Take a breather. It's about the team and it's about what we're doing out here, and that's just absolutely fantastic to see that coming in at the end. So.
Last year, we definitely had our days of suffering and things like that, with heat. But yesterday was on a whole other level of something I've ever experienced. I'm still recovering from it. And you recognize you're seeing people every inch of the way that live this all day, all year round. And this is their reality. Kids walking miles to school every day. It does remind you that life out here is really hard. The little things you can do to help people figure out sustainable ways to make it easier for themselves is really needed.